Hello folks, patch 11.17 Legacy of Arathor launches this week, and the main new gameplay feature is Overcharged Delves, which introduces a new layer of challenge to delves along with a bunch of new rewards, which means that it's time to dive in and take a look at this new feature. Overcharging essentially adds a layer of affix-like mechanics over 6 of the existing delves to increase the level of challenge that they offer. The 6 delves that are eligible to become overcharged are Fungal Folly, Kriegval's Rest, Skittering Breach, the Spiral Weave, Nightfall Sanctum, and Side Street Sluice. Every day, 2 out of the 4 Bountiful Delves will also be overcharged. And unlike the Bountiful status, which is removed after you complete the delve, the Overcharged status stays, meaning that you can do the Overcharged delves more than once per day if you want to. This system does mean that overcharging is kinda optional, and that you will also be able to do the delves in the non-overcharged state on other days. So what new mechanics can we expect? By far, the most noticeable and impactful mechanic is the new electric pools. Walking into one of these will do a small amount of damage and temporarily stun you. There are rather a lot of these pools, which can turn parts of the delve into little mini mazes. On top of the pools, the other static hazards include electric pylons that will zap you and titan crystals, which can channel damage when in range. Both of these do rather a lot of damage, but they can fortunately be destroyed in order to get rid of them. And finally, there will also be a bunch of additional Titan Construct NPCs. All of these new mechanics are present every time that a delve is overcharged. And on higher level delves, they do present quite a bit of a challenge when you first encounter them. Though on the PTR testing, I did find that once you get used to the new mechanics, I was able to overcome them without too much difficulty. Of course, this extra challenge does beg the question of what are we going to get for all of this extra effort? Well, to help us progress this challenge, we'll be getting access to the Overcharged Titan console. This is basically a delve-specific talent tree that unlocks bonus effects which apply for every delve, not just the overcharged ones. These bonuses include stat buffs, health restoration and defeating enemies, speed and damage procs, and a shield when you drop below 25% health. But by far the most interesting effects in the talent tree are those that turn the electric floor traps to your advantage. Overcharged Fortification prevents the stun effect and causes the pools to heal you instead. And Overcharged Empowerment grants you a stacking 15% DPS buff just from standing in them. Unlocking these 2 effects offers a pretty huge quality of life boost in Overcharged Delves, and I think that these will be the main priority to unlock once you start progressing the tree. Unlocking each talent in the tree costs you a Titan Disc, which you create by combining 100 Titan Disc shards. These Titan Disc shards drop from enemies in the Overcharged Delves, meaning that you will largely just end up gaining them passively. On the PTR, there was no sign of any limits to the number of talents you could unlock, meaning that you could unlock the tree at your own pace with no sign of time gating, something that I do hope makes it to live. And the shards also were dropping from any level of Overcharged Delve, meaning that you could just go in and do them on a level 1 if you wanted to knock it off quite quickly. Fully unlocking all of the talents in the Titan console awards a brand new mount, the OC91 Chariot. The other main cosmetic reward to earn is a brand new Hearthstone toy, which gives an animation similar to the Titan Transporter that you use to enter the Vault of Memories. This is awarded from an achievement, Overcharged Delver, which requires that you complete 4 out of the 6 Overcharged Delves. So yes, if you don't fancy doing an overcharged version of Fungal Folly, you could probably give it a miss. The other big reward though is the one that I think most people will be most interested in, and that's a brand new waste item, the Durable Information Securing Container, or DISC for short, which is this patch's equivalent to the Cersei Circlet from patch 11.07. Just a few days ago, this new waste item received a pre-release buff, and now starts at item level 691 and can be upgraded in stages all the way to item level 701. The new belt also comes with a guaranteed socket that takes a normal Kazalgard gem, has no secondary stats, but does have a powerful customizable bonus effect. There are now 9 bonus effects in total, 2 of which are unlocked when you get the belt, with another 7 that you can collect from completing the delves. You're only able to have one effect active at any time, but you can also change which effect is active whenever you want. And on the PTR, whenever you want, included when in combat, which isn't something that's normally possible with things like this. My guess is that that will be changed to out of combat only before it goes live, but I guess you never know. Now, the default effects that you got up front are Charged Bolts, which applies a damage over time effect, and Cauterizing Bolts, which offers a heal over time. Most of the unlockable traits come from completing the 6 Overcharged Delves. Spark Burst, which comes from Fungal Folly, awards a haste proc. Static Charge drops from Side Street Sluice and awards a declining versatility buff. Charged Touch from Kriegval's Rest gives a direct healing proc applied to the lowest health member of your group, which of course could be you. Energy Shield from progressing the upgrade tree gives you a large absorb shield along with some burst AoE. Charged Crystal from Nightfall Sanctum gives you a targeted damage proc, and Electric Current from Spiral Weave a reliable mastery buff. Obtaining the belt just requires you to complete the 5-step introductory questline to Delves and the new Titan console. And the upgrades come from a probably weekly quest, which will require you to complete 1 Overcharged Delve, while also collecting some items which drop from the Titan NPCs in that delve. Now, it is worth saying that the weekly cadence from the upgrades is not 100% confirmed. It's very common for the timings of things like this to change between the PTR and when it goes live, but I do think that weekly is the most likely, unless the recent negative feedback around time gating prompts Blizzard to try something different. If we do see any late changes, I will add a pinned comment down below. Thanks to the recent buffs, the new belt will, I think, offer a notable upgrade for pretty much every class right from week 1. And I suspect that most players will be wanting to get it as soon as they can. For those of you who are still progressing your Season 2 goals, be it 8 Mask Horrific Vision runs or maybe Keystone Legend, this could well be just what you need to get over the finishing line, especially for Mythic Plus, where it will very likely mean that your entire group's DPS will see enough of a boost to potentially make the difference between timing that plus 13 or not. And if you have completed your goals, this belt will likely be relevant for early Season 3 progress, albeit it will probably be replaced a bit sooner than was the case for Circe's Circlet. Overall, if you're a fan of Delves, the Overcharged Delves do offer a new challenge and some fresh content. I personally found the new mechanics to be a little annoying on my first run through, but once I get used to them, they do change the feel of the delves, which is obviously a good thing this late in a season, especially once you unlock the talent effects which turn those electric traps into a major damage buff. The new talent tree is unlocked account wide and offers some nice boosts, especially for alts and specs which struggle to progress higher level delves. And it does offer a new way to get some benefit out of your delve runs. And I also like that the upgrades, at least on the PTR, were not time gated and that we could unlock them as quickly or as slowly as we prefer. And if you're someone who does not enjoy delves but still wants that new belt, the acquisition and upgrade process is thankfully pretty fast to get over and done with. And that's it for Overcharged Delves. If you've any thoughts about the new system, for example, do you like the idea of affixes and delves along with the new talent tree, or are you just done with them? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this update helpful, entertaining, or even just plain annoying, then do let me know by hitting that like icon. And if you want to support my channel to grow and help me to make more of these videos, along with my other content, then also hit that subscribe button right now before you forget. And if you don't want to miss out whenever I release a new video, then as well as subscribing, you can follow me in social media. My links are in the description down below as well. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.